imagine just being in jail. You don't know if you're getting out. You don't know when you're getting out, and you're just waiting. Like I imagine what it would be like being free.
Where'd you learn about yourself?
It taught me to be more grateful. Like you 6 people like together using the same needle, bro. Creating has always been. I would say that's the easiest thing, and it's like I reminded myself of who I am when it falls into place exactly how you imagine it. But then it happens so quick, bro. I've worked with everyone up to date that I wanted to work with.
I realize I'm far from perfect when I started searching deep inside to find a purpose. If I purposely said some hurtful shit, cause I'm probably hurting. They all ride a wave and crash with it like a bunch of surfers. If I ride a wave, that means I'm staying floating on the surface till I reach the peak. When I reach the peak, I pray
You know what? Fuck this intro. Fuck this intro, bro.
That's a hard intro, though. Let's go, then. You get it?
Bang, welcome back to the #1 podcast in the world. You guys are in for a treat today because we've got none other than musician, rapper, and artist Lil Spacely in the house. Let's fucking go, my man.
Hey. Nice introduction, my friend.
Dude, it's a pleasure to have you here. You are the first guest I've had on with grills.
Hey.
There's a nice, bro. There's a nice. How long you been doing grills for?
Just this year.
Yeah?
Actually, yeah. I've just been doing it this year. As far as like
Is that a bit far for you? Do you want to come a bit closer?
That's cool. I'm pretty comfortable,
Easy.
bro. Thank you.
Easy.
Yeah. I've had it for a few months now. I would say maybe 2. For me to get my first like custom made piece.
Yeah.
As far as that goes, yeah, bro.
They come with a price tag, huh?
A little bit.
A little bit.
Because I got these, but these are like I can have these forever.
Yeah.
Yeah, because it's like it's got my name in them.
Oh no way!
It's got my it's got space in black diamonds in here.
Yeah, that's
See?
cold, man.
Yeah, so it's like it works.
It works, bro.
Yeah,
it works. And gold.
Gold's
a bold move.
This one, this is silver and black diamonds in the letters.
Right.
Yeah.
Nice. How'd you come up with the name?
Space.
Yeah.
It's actually short for it's abbreviated from Lil Spacely. That's my full artist name.
Right.
So my friends just started calling me Space. Like, hey, Space, because I was like, okay, I'm just gonna run with that. That's pretty much.
So your mates just started calling you Spacely, like that was the move. That was
as
the
far
initial.
As the first time one of my friends, it's like this is when we were like heaps young, and I was trying to come up with a name that made sense to me because I wanted something big, you know? And I was like, how can it make sense? I wanted something that meant infinity or never ends sort of thing. I ended
How old
up.
were you?
I was young, bro.
Yeah,
I was young, and then my friend was like, "Yo, what about Spacely?" Because I wanted it to be up, you know. And I was like, I really like the sound of that, and it just sat with me, and I ran with it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, everyone I've told that I'm having you on the show is going, that's a great rap name. Everyone said it, dude. It's perfect. So do you think like even from when you were a young kid, you always kind of saw the potential and always saw that like living a day-to-day normal life of a 9 to 5 wasn't for you? Like, did you know?
Yeah, 100%. It's like even now, like I think we know sort of like where we're destined to go, sort of thing. You know, it's like you don't know exactly when, but you like I don't know. We're born with it. Like it's your instincts. Like I always knew I was gonna do music, you know. And as far as how big or that, I'm not sure. I don't think that's really in my control. But like I do the best I can to move towards that. So I've always knew, and I was like, all right, it's just the norm. But now it just gets to the stage where it's like the things you ask for, you don't get it exactly. You get it, but you don't get it exactly how you imagine you'll get it. That's
Yeah, because you think you want the thing. You think you want the car or the girls and the money or the watches
it's like you
or
think
the nice
all right,
grills.
you want the car?
Yeah.
You get the car. But when you get the car comes with all these other things. Like you got to maintain the car. You have to take it for servicing and have the petrol. You know? So it's like it comes with it's like it comes with its own little things
For
you gotta
sure.
adjust to. My bad.
You need to get that, or it's
Nah,
true?
it's cool, it's cool, it's cool.
Easy. Yeah, I find it interesting, man, because I feel like most kids, most teenagers, they don't really see the world in that light. Do you want to kill that curtain, by the way? They don't look at the world from that perspective of like, I'm going to do something that is larger than life, or I'm going to do something great, I'm going to do something different. I think most kids are pretty content with just sitting in the system that they're doing and sitting in a routine. Like, I don't know many 13-year-olds saying like, I'm going to go and, you know, be the biggest entertainer in the world. So I think it's interesting that you had that perspective from such a young age.
Yeah, also like just being completely free, you know, like why not do whatever you want to do, you know? It's like, cause like I've been through a whole bunch of like different experiences, you know, like I've been locked up and things like that as well.
Yeah.
So I understand not being able to do exactly what you want to do, you know. And it's pretty much restricted, you know, and it's like, why be free, completely free, as like you're not incarcerated and feel like you are, you know?
Yeah.
You get what I mean? So
A
it's
lot of
like,
people incarcerated by their own minds.
exactly, and it's like, I think you got, you have to be in control of your mind instead of it controlling you, because at the end of the day it's just a muscle, right? It's your strongest muscle, it's your most powerful asset. So it's like, why let it control you instead of you controlling it, because that's all it is. It's like, that's why they tell you, use your mind. It's the most powerful thing. Yeah.
Do you think you value freedom more now that you're out? Like now that you
100%. It's like, I understand it. But even when I was completely free when I was for myself, I was free when I was in jail. Like, because I just mapped out. I just understood that it was I was on a restriction. It's like it's like my daily activities were different to what I would really want to do. So taking that freedom was my choices. But so I had to tell myself that and truly understand that, you know, and then map it out. So I would say, all right, cool, this would go on for, let's say, 4 months. And then I would have to map out my routine to that. And then understanding that, okay, cool, when you're here, this is how this works, and just understanding it. And it's like coming into like the world, it's just learning to understand how it functions, you know, because then once you map that out, then it's like you can move around.
How big of like a time jump was it for you? Like how long did you have to serve?
10 months. 10 months, yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
So it's not crazy.
It's not crazy, but I think that's like
but it's enough where you go, fuck.
2 weeks is enough, bro.
Yeah.
2 weeks of a month, a solid month of like that in a heavy, like in maximum is enough for you to snap out of whatever it is, or for you to go deeper, for you to fall all the way deep. Yeah.
Did you see a lot of that, like people that are just stuck in the system?
Yeah. Like where it's like, you know, because even before that, I party a lot. I party now, but I don't drink, nothing like that. Because I just seen the effects of what things, like what people hold on to sort of maintain function, you know. And I was like I used to see, I seen a lot of like, people like shivering on the side because they can't move because they haven't got a fix and things like that, you know. So that was just like, damn, because I understand that's a human being. We're all like, we're all equal regardless, you know.
And it's like when you're in prison and you need a hit, it must be like so like emotionally fucked up, like especially on the heavier stuff, you know, like when you start looking at H and people that need it, like they'll do anything for it and they can't get it. It's so scary, dude. I can't imagine seeing that in a prison,
bro. It's crazy. Like like you see six people like together using the same needle, bro. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, like that. And it's like, I was just like, man, it's just seeing that, bro. This is like how I saw it. It was like either way, right? You're alive regardless. Like it doesn't matter like if you're over here. It's like being in freaking boarding school, bro. That's what it is, bro. But but just obviously.
Did it ever feel dangerous?
Yeah, jail was always dangerous.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's a lot of people who are not well in there, of course.
Yeah.
You know, and there's
Did anyone try to press you or anything like that?
Oh yeah, but that shit is like I handle mine. But it was just like, yeah, jail is always dangerous. It's like, but depending on who you are,
right?
That's all it is. Usually, if like I think humans know. Oh, you see someone, you say, oh, in the back of your mind, you say, I won't mess with that person. You know, but I would say, yeah, it's dangerous. But
I think it's the worst possible conditions to put people in, because most of the people in there, I feel like you can reach out to them, you can change them, there is a room for redemption, right? Obviously, there's a line that has to be established at some point, but I think there's a lot of people in the system that like if you just gave them the right resources and the right infrastructure and the right community, they could actually go on to become really good people.
100%. But in saying that, I think it all starts from within, bro.
Yeah.
You know, it's like you just gotta like I can't tell you to be great, or I can't go, bro, oh, this is what I see in you. It's like you gotta see that in yourself first, you know? And then, because if I'm telling you to do something and it's only from coming from me, not from you, when I'm not there, if I remove myself out of that, then that means all of that goes to waste. And
what do you do when the person's not there?
Exactly. So it's like if you cling on to your own stuff, like if you motivate yourself, sort of thing, and keep moving, and the power source comes from within you, you can always be in control of that. But if from external, you have to cling on to that. And if that somehow is no longer there, what happens then?
Did you turn to like I don't know if you're religious, but did you just turn to like a faith or something?
Yeah, I've always been religious. Like I pray, but one thing I fell in love with was training.
Oh yeah,
that's what and then
it shows, dude. You're built like a fucking shit house.
I'm trying, bro. I'm really trying, but that's what I fell in love with but I didn't understand what it was really, how important it was. You know, before that, I never talked about mental health or even understanding how like your appearance or how you look after yourself. I didn't know none of that, you know. But then when I was in there, I spent time with myself, got the chance to sort of know myself and then know what I wanted, you know, or how I wanted to do things. And then just training, I started training, not even knowing that like I was fixing myself.
Yeah,
you know. But I just knew that I had to train, bro, you know, because I was like, all right, cool. And every time I trained, I felt on top of the world. And it's like I reminded myself of who I am, you know. So I started moving towards myself every time I trained, like, because then all these things once I started moving that way, all these little doors started opening, my mind started opening more. And I was just like, I don't know, like I was like, why wasn't I doing this before? Yeah, you know. So as soon as like free, I was like, bro, this is a lifestyle that I gotta sort of maintain now.
And you know, if there is a plus side to, you know, being in that position, it's 10 months is the perfect amount of time.
Yeah,
I feel like
plus side, I think
to fall in love with working out, and to see the changes in your body, like 10 months is enough time where you start looking, you're like, fuck, I look good.
And remember, there's no mirrors there. There's no real mirrors. So when you're in maximum, there's no real mirrors. So there's these it's like silver plates, bro. And it's this big. Usually people scratch them, bro. Yeah, they scratch them, so you don't really get to see nothing, bro. So you don't know what you look like. And I think that's a good thing, bro, because then you're just going, and then you know, and then one day it's like you look in the mirror, you're like, oh, damn.
Yeah.
You're like, it's working. You know, so then you're like, all right, yep. I'm in my mind. I'm like, oh, I'm definitely moving.
So funny.
Yeah,
you can't look at yourself after a workout.
No.
You know what's hilarious?
There's no mirrors, bro.
You know what's hilarious about that, dude? Every fucking guy, every guy, the first thing they want to do once they finish a workout, let's check out the pump.
Yeah, exactly,
let's
bro.
see the pump.
There's no mirrors, bro. You know what's crazy, bro? It's like, think about this. You wake up at they call it let go, right? So you wake up however early, but then the doors, your cells, open at 9 in the morning or some. It just depends where you are.
Yeah.
So you'll get out 9, and then
where were you? Were you at Max?
Oh yeah, for a few majority. I think to the last 3 months, then I went to but so 9 a.m. you're let go, and then you're in the then they will just put you in the yard, and it's like, there you go, that's your day, right? So you go there, and then I would usually come out, train, this and that, talk to whoever if you need to talk to, and then midday get your lunch, this and that, back out in the yard, and then they'll give you like wing access, so you get to go back into the pods or your building cells or whatever, and you can access your cells, so everyone just does whatever they want to do. Then 3, you get your dinner, and you go straight back.
3 in the afternoon.
Yeah, 3. Sun is out, and
So you only really are doing stuff and moving around from 9 to 3. So that's like what, 6 hours?
Probably, yeah. And then straight back.
Yeah.
And that's all right. So there's places where it's worse, but then you would go back, and then you sit, figure do what you want to do.
Yeah.
You know.
And
depending on who you are, it's either you're gonna self-destruct or try to fix it.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, yeah, bro.
What's the mental? Because I get the physical side of it's really hard because you're not getting food, like you're not getting enough food really. You're not getting variety. You know, you get to work out on whatever equipment they've got there.
It's just bars.
It's just bars, right?
It's bars, dips.
Yeah. Oh, that's it.
And then, but humans are very creative, bro.
Yeah.
So you would start filling up, the rubbish bags.
Yeah.
You fill them up with water.
Right. Yeah.
You fill them up with water, tie them up,
so
and
you
then
can start squatting and stuff.
Yeah, you can do squats. You can tie them on and pull on the dips, or you can you fill it up to a point you use it as dumbbells. Do these with the water bags, because the garbage bags, and you just fill it up with heaps of water and tie it. Yeah.
Yeah, you have to, because eventually you just get stronger and
you get stronger, you get smarter, and
you need more resistance. That's the thing. You're not getting the same pump. You're not getting that same feeling without it. But
now I used to run a lot in there as well, because the yard would be like, even like this room, but you would just run in circles.
Yeah, do me a favor, pull your chair just a little bit. Only because when you lean back, it's like really far away. Sorry, bro. Sorry.
All good. Better?
Yeah, that's better. Way better. So yeah, like I'm very curious about the mental the toll it takes on you though, because like you're sitting in a room, you're essentially by yourself. You don't get to are you one cell just you, or are you with a roommate or something, or what's
sometimes just you have 2 outs,
right?
Or you have like a 1 out.
Yeah.
So that's when you're by yourself.
So when you're by yourself, you've got no one to socialize with, so you're just bouncing your own thoughts off the wall, again and again and again.
I think you practice to. That's how you have to be still and sit with yourself,
right?
And then you start knowing yourself that way, you know. And some people.
Where'd you learn about yourself?
Where?
What did you learn about yourself?
A lot, bro.
Yeah,
I learned a lot, bro. And I just learned that I was very strong, And I was like, oh, okay. And I just started dissecting things, And even till now, I'm still learning. But it's just like, so now things are like, I'm just like, is life really so easy, And it taught me to be more grateful, bro. Because then you would see people who actually have problems, people who have real problems. They're not even not complaining, Apart from think about your normal Australian. You got roofs, you got beds, you got rooms, you got food every day. You have a car,
internet.
You got internet, you got phones. You know, people have phones and then they get upset about having a phone because whatever, you know, like, and I'm like, man, these are like things, these are big blessings, like in your life, in your everyday life. Like you can just get up and walk out and just go wherever you want to go. You know, if you don't like it, you just get in your car and go for a drive. Like, look at that, you know. So it just made me just look at life. You know, like reality is really, really, really good, bro. If you sit there and pay attention to it.
For sure, man. We live in the best possible time in human history.
Exactly. And
just 100 years ago, people were starving to death because the economy fucked itself.
Yeah.
Like this, and that's the thing that drives me crazy about people that are ungrateful or people that are just like, I'm not motivated or I just don't care. It's like, dude, this is the easiest it's ever been to go and make something of yourself. And you've got excuses.
It will get easier as it goes, but you have to sort of like understand it. You just got to understand it. And sometimes understanding things is the hard part.
Yeah.
Once you understand it, it's like, okay, I understand. I get it.
I think so many people are fixated on trying to change the world and this needs to change and this government needs to change and this problem needs to be fixed and these roads are a problem. It's like, dude.
Small things, bro.
It's so much easier if you just change your perspective.
That's it.
It's to change the world.
I changed my... I was kind of forced to, you know, but to be put in that position, I would say, like I got enlightened, you know, by my circumstance that I went through. You see, so not everyone gets that blessing, bro. So my perspective, I was like just a few years ago, two years ago, I wouldn't say I was in a really bad place, but I didn't understand the things I understand right now, you know, or I didn't see things out. Like I'm always hungry for things. I'm always hungry, but I'm always like, oh man, fuck. And then it gets to the point where you're ungrateful because you're like, you get, and then you're like, nah, I need more.
I need the next one. I need the next thing.
You know? And then you're not even happy with what you just like sort of achieved, you know? So just like that, but that's life. You're just trying to grow, you know? You always want to grow, you know? But sometimes it's like, okay, boom, be grateful for what you have. And then like, obviously more is going to come regardless.
Marcus Aurelius talks about that a lot. He talks about the fixation on the future or the fixation on the past and how both either end of that can really fuck someone up. I mean, he doesn't put it like that, but you know, the spirit of what he's saying is like the only thing you really have control over, the only things that you can actually change are the things that are going on right now, and only the things that are going on in your own head. So it's your thoughts, your actions, and your emotions. Like those are the three things you can actually control. Everything else, you can't fixate on it because you can't fix it. The only thing you can do is control the way you're processing the world, the way you're perceiving the world. And I think,
see, a few years ago, I wouldn't be able to talk about this right now,
right?
Because I wasn't thinking about shit like that.
Yeah,
you know. But it's like me being like sort of being on pause. It's like you get to like think. And in a way, before that, I never used to. I never thought of meditating, but that's what I think meditating is when you just stop. Just stop, you know, and just okay. And then you realize, I'm like, oh, boom, things are really good. It's like, is everything good right now? Like, yeah. Then I tell myself, everything is always going to be good, you know, as long as you're alive. You can always, if you're walking, all these things, you can always fix whatever it is. If you're just worried about right now, how good is it right now? You know?
For sure. So considering like, you know, your experience and having this kind of shift in your own mentality, how do you take those lessons? How do you take those things and go, okay, I'm going to go and make music now, and I'm going to, because naturally you project yourself onto your art. So now that you've had this shift, you're kind of like, okay, I'm going to make new art, but it's going to kind of encompass my life now as opposed to 3-4 years ago. So how's it changed for you?
In that sense, it's like when it comes to like creating has always been, I would say that's the easiest thing for me to create music. I can always create, you know, and it's like there's no real off button. It's just when you feel like, oh, you know, But when I think deeper now, it's like I want to have fun, but obviously it's like how do I say what we're talking about right now? How do I put that in a song?
Yeah,
you get me?
Of course.
That's I think that would be a new challenge to be able to, because the only way I could probably bring this out is if we talk about it. You know, but when it comes to creating, it's still like a growth thing I gotta go into.
For sure. And that, you know, that's what the legends of the game are doing. Like that's what the people that are respected the most, like the J. Coles, the Kendricks, the Jay-Z's, the Tupacs, like that's what they're doing. You listen to it not because, I mean, obviously it's great music and it sounds amazing and they've got exceptional skills, but you listen to them because it's almost like they're teaching you.
Yeah, it's pretty much. I think that's what music is. You know, some have substance, some don't.
Yeah.
Some teaches you some other stuff, you know, like it's like
For
that's
sure.
pretty much. It's like you putting like little notes in the music, you know, and leaving it there. Messages.
How do you describe your music to someone who doesn't, like, has never heard you before or is first being introduced to you?
Great, to be honest, bro. But then there's like obviously stuff you can just like, you know, bangers. My recent one, like, cause I just released a track, Dangerous. That's probably my something with more substance, you know, where you can actually listen and you're like, oh, okay, it's like I'm talking to you, you know. And I tried to just be free and just create as flowy as it could, as in right now, you know. But I don't know. I hope it's good.
No, it's great, and I don't just say that because you're sitting in front of me, but it genuinely is really good music.
Oh,
like
thank
I've
you.
I've got at least 3 of your songs in my gym playlist.
Oh, sick,
for real,
sick.
dude. I get whenever someone compliments me, because, you know, of the weight loss and because of the training and whatnot, and say, "Oh, you're looking good, man."
Yeah.
I'm like, dude, it's this Spacely, man. He's just fucking killing me in the gym, bro. As soon as I hear his music, I'm like, yeah, let's fucking get it.
That's mad.
Let's fucking get it. So yeah, definitely stream Spotify, YouTube. You're everywhere,
awesome.
I imagine, right?
Yeah.
Do you have to change the way that you approach creating if you're going to do something that is more on the vulnerable end or more on the honest end, as opposed to like the hype? You know, let's fucking.
I've never released anything like so vulnerable. Like I've never opened up my chest.
But would you
like
say that Dangerous is your most vulnerable version?
100%.
So like, how is the process for that different?
It's kind of like, because even the visuals has like my family and things like that.
Yeah.
And you know, and it's like, it wasn't overthought. It wasn't even planned. You get me? It's like it just came out like that, you know. But looking back now, I'm like, man, damn, that was a big. It was like venting, you know. That felt like venting, because it's like after 10 months of being like in jail and things like that, it's like that little moment, that window there, that was my release, you know. So,
who do you listen to?
A whole bunch of artists, bro. But
yeah. Who's in like your Spotify most recently played?
I haven't listened to Spotify for a minute, but I was recently on the way here. I listened to the Drake and J. Cole.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So, but I like
First
J. Cole.
person shooter.
Yeah, like I like J. Cole because like he talks. I don't know. He says real shit. Like he actually talks when you listen to him, or the stuff he's saying, it's usually just real shit, you know. But
yeah, I mean, KOD, you know, For Your Eyes Only, like those 2 albums in particular, for me, it's like there's real wisdom, there's real like gems of knowledge and advice that he's giving you that you can take onto your own life.
Yeah, there's like, what I listen to a whole bunch of stuff, bro. There's this like new song, I don't know if you heard, Liquor Store.
No, I haven't. Who's it by?
I think Lil Blessing.
Can you find that?
But it's like I don't know, like, so I would listen to like deep and obviously like get stuff with substance and then fun shit.
Yeah.
You know? And it's like
Do you feel like 90% of it's like you listen to rap, or like are you across genres?
When I think for me, when I'm creating, it's like I try not to listen to too much things, because then it's like you end up, cause you want your own ideas, you know, like you want to be inspired by yourself, sort of thing. And then it's like, instead of like the video is sick too, bro.
Yeah?
Yeah, the video. He's got he put Travis Scott on the remix. So even that, it's sick, bro. Like my friend just showed me the video. I was like, this is dope.
It's pretty straightforward. I think he just wants to drink, bro.
That's what, and it's they walk into the liquor store and they just have a party in the liquor store and leave.
Yeah.
Like that.
Yeah.
So it's like, oh, that's fun too, because music is fun. It's supposed to be fun.
For sure, dude.
Yeah.
For sure. You can't
And, yeah.
as much as you love it, you can't listen to J. Cole 24/7.
You can't, you can't do one thing.
You need variety.
Yeah. You need to have fun.
Yeah.
I think the fun in things, that's what makes you keep doing it, you know?
You were saying something before we got sidetracked there. Oh yeah, so you're saying that you don't listen to a lot of like other artists when you're creating, because you feel like it steps on your ability to get original ideas. Is that?
Yeah, exactly. Because it's like, imagine we're listening to something and then we go to create something. That vibe will still be around. You know, that's like, so I try to focus, because I'm always creating, and as an artist, you would hate to not be able to create, you know? When you feel, that's what have you ever felt stuck before? Or,
yeah, plenty of times.
Yeah, so it's like, that's a terrible feeling. So you always want to be able to keep moving. So like when I'm creating, I want to be able to create as me, you know? Instead of like always having too much influences in your...
Yeah, I found that in my lane as well. Like I felt... Because I listen to a lot of podcasts, like I like to, it's just the format that I like. It's just, most of what I'm listening to is podcasts, especially in the past, not as much now. But the tricky part about that is that you start to emulate the people that you
sort of look up to, or...
For sure,
yeah,
dude.
Yeah.
It's like you start copying their expressions, or you
but
start
I think, isn't that what it is? You learn, I think when you're growing in something, it's like you lean towards, I like you. It's like you take, and then you make it yours.
Yeah.
And then you build your foundation until you know exactly how you want to do things, right? And I think that's fair. But to get to a certain level where you are doing you, because it's like, that's how we learn how to walk. You I think our kids like watch us, you know, and then say, hey, that's right. Let me try that. Yeah. And then so you stand up and try to do it as your parents, as you look at your parents, right? So, and then eventually then you have your own walk. And then you're your own, you know?
That's a very good way of putting it.
Right.
That's a very good way of putting it. I think, you know, it's hard for people to find like their real authentic voices. I think it's hard to like speak truth. And I think it's so much easier to go, like, you know, when Kanye drops, right? And when Kanye drops, he does something like so berserk and bizarre and just out there that you're not expecting.
Yeah.
Like, you know, Donda had like these really heavy trap, you know, fast beats with a lot of electronic music and remixes. But the album before that was all church music, and the one before that was just like lyricism. So he kind of always is one of those characters that pushes the genre in a different direction that it wasn't going. And you see the effect that he has as an artist, because then you'll find at least 3 or 4 other guys that start to emulate him and you're like, hang on, wait, I've heard this elsewhere, you know? Yeah. And I think that's the real power of him as an artist, you know, where you sit with him musically, politically, like you have to give him credit on the influence that he has on culture. It's undeniable.
He's a great musician, bro.
He's a great musician. He's a great musician. Did you always have a background in music? Like you said that you knew you wanted to rap from a pretty young age, but like how did that journey go from, you know, just a kid doing his thing to I'm gonna be a fucking rapper?
Just because I was playing drums,
right?
Yeah, and then bro, it's crazy. I don't even know how you just decide, okay, it's just been happening, bro.
Right.
Like, I just been moving, and it's like things are just coming, like, towards me, or maybe I'm going. I think it's just coming while I'm just doing my thing, and it's just boom, you know. Because there's not a time where I'm like, oh, boom, this is what I'm gonna do. You know what I mean?
Have there been any moments for you in particular that you've kind of had to pinch yourself and go, fuck, I did that?
Yeah, bro. When I just recently got out, right?
Mm-hmm.
Just before I got out, I was thinking about these things, like releasing the music and and then when it actually just when it falls into place exactly how you imagine it, but then it happens so quick, bro. Like, now sitting here, that 10 months, like, I'm no longer there. But when I was like right in the middle of it, it's like you imagine, like I could imagine. I imagined what it would be like being free or things like that, you know? But once it actually happened, it's just like, damn, okay. So it's like recent times, it took me like a few months before I was like, you know, you're completely free, right? You know, and then I was like, oh, okay. Like, yeah, those moments were, you know? Because me and my manager talk a lot, so I would talk to him about it and say, damn, like it recently just registered that
you're out.
Yeah, and then it's like, because I was like, man, I want to release music. I haven't released nothing. I really wanted and then mapping it out. I'm like, I want it to be like this because, you know, I want to be able to express it in a pure form with it. I didn't want to get out and do the exact same things I was doing before, because I can do those, you know, I can always do those. So it's like I wanted something with more substance. So that's where, you know,
yeah. And I mean, a lot of, you know, like you've been featured with some pretty notable artists. Like, you've done some pretty big things already. Like, you're making waves.
Oh, yeah,
dude. And you're
cool. I hope so. That's what I'm trying to do. Keep doing cool stuff.
What was it like performing live?
Fun, bro. I could do that forever, bro. Yeah, it's so fun, bro. You know, and because you get to listen to the music loud as well, and it's just not on your laptop anymore. You know? On your laptop.
That's such a funny way to put it.
Yeah, and it's like you get to like full listen to it, and it's out there.
And seeing how people are reacting to it.
Or like, it's like you see people do this, and you're like, yeah, I feel that too. I feel the same way you're feeling right now. Like that. But performing, I think performing is the best part. Making the music and performing, that's like, those are the most fun part. And then in between that, there's the chaos and the organizing and things like that. So, but the best part is making the music and performing it. And yeah.
Do you work on lyrics like a muscle? Like, are you constantly writing? Are you constantly flexing that kind of? Because there's two approaches, right? You got the Jay-Z approach where you just go, I'm gonna get in the studio and start spitting bars, and it's gonna work, and I'm gonna find it. Yeah, and then you've got the other approach, which is like that Eminem. I'm going to be writing and reading the dictionary and doing everything I possibly can to get as many words in my head as possible. How do you approach the writing side? Both, but it just depends if I'm if I'm in a very comfortable space where like home, because I got a home studio. Yeah, you can just boom, record it, and it just flows like that. But sometimes when you're in a different environment and you need to piece it together, then I would write. But then now it's at a stage where I think it flows. If I need it, it will just come out. You know, but because I'm sitting on pretty solid music right now. Yeah. When are we dropping next? Come on, man. Soon, bro. I'm like. It's like, I think... where were we?
we're talking about vapes.
Riding. No, we're talking about vapes. Fucking horrible, man.
How long you been doing that for?
You know, the worst part is I quit recently and I had like a 3-month period where I just wasn't touching it.
Cold just went. Because I think they're more addictive than cigarettes.
Oh, yeah.
Because it tastes so nice, bro.
Dude.
But
It's so good.
I used to own some, but I had to just let it go. My boy has
the thing with them is tell me.
He has a whole freaking it's like a whole like glass thing with just a bunch of vape in it, bro.
No way.
Yeah, bro.
He just a bulk bought.
But then he's just always, and I'm like, bro, you're crazy, bro. Yeah, bro. So.
It's okay to go a couple of days without it, you know.
Can you go a couple of days now?
Yeah. No, and the thing is, like, because I cut everything else out. Like, I cut out junk food, cut out soft drinks, cut out weed, cut out cigarettes, cut out alcohol. And it's just like the one thing that I'm just like fucking holding on to is the vapes. And that's when I was like, yeah, these things are like...
What do you think is the worst?
It depends on the person.
Okay, so junk... and how much you actually...
Yeah.
But with the vapes, it's like, do you know how much... Or do you tell yourself, all right, cool, I need to relax now? Or it's just always...
No. Like, the thing with it, you obviously haven't vaped a lot, but the thing with it...
No, I have.
You have?
Yeah, but I had to just let it go. Because before vaping, I would, like, every time we're out partying, it's like you end up drinking and you just start smoking a lot of cigarettes, right?
Yeah.
And it got to the point where I was like, nah, I got to stop that.
Yeah. Especially for you.
Yeah.
Know? Like, that's your instrument.
Yeah, and it's performing started getting hard. Like, I would be out of breath and things like that. I was like, nah, I need it.
Yeah, I find that after like a day or two, I'll just feel like shit. I was just like, I won't have energy. My throat will be dry.
From
yeah.
If you're not.
No, if I like after about like 2 consecutive days of vaping, it's like I can feel like my body just kind of being a bit shitty with me.
Right.
You know, right. It's like when you put cheap petrol in your car.
Yeah.
It's like it still goes.
You start feeling it.
But yeah. And so I'm like, okay, like time to take some time off. And then, you know, there's cravings to come back in, and a couple of days later
you're back at
you're back, hey Sandeep.
Back at the plug.
Yeah. Yeah, I can imagine that being so physically fit is a massive helping hand for performing, right? Because that shit's a sport.
Because that's what I'm taking this as a sport now.
Yeah.
Like, as an athlete, you know, and that's in like I try to like just consistently keep training, better myself, like better my physical health, my mental.
How do you prep for a show?
Like,
are you on stage doing some Chris Brown shit? Like, you're doing backflips and stuff?
I can do backflips. Yeah, but it's like I haven't performed I've performed like recent times, but not like I just popped out.
Yeah.
But I haven't done a solid like 30-minute set in a while.
Right.
So preparing for that, I'll keep doing what I'm doing. I'm in a really good place now. Like I'm like at 5 a.m. gym training every day. So if I stick into that and keep doing that, when the time is to do shows, it'll be.
Are you looking at the moment? Is that something that's on your agenda, or are you kind of just happy just to get a bit of time away from it? And
like I want to keep creating, releasing music, just building on pretty much building my foundations back up, and then hopefully like sometime next year I'll get some and just start rolling them out like that. But my main focus right now is the music. Like I want to do really well. I want to make good songs, and pretty much that's where I'm at with it.
Yeah. It's a good spot to be in. Like, you're back in that creative process. You're back on the grind. You're back on the tools, you know? Like, that's what it is at the end of the day. Everything else that comes with it, it's amazing and it's great and it's fantastic and you get to enjoy it. But the grind and the process and the work that you put in is in the studio. It's with the pen, with the paper, you know, just putting
and
shit
also
down.
just with your lifestyle.
Yeah,
you know?
for sure.
Because I believe it's like the better you are as yourself, the better you do in all aspects of your life, you know?
How good was it to finally, once you got out, to finally go to a gym with a mirror?
Oh, bro. You don't understand, bro. I wish you like
with machines and equipment and towels and mats. And
thinking like it's crazy now. Like when I'm thinking of it, it seems like this is 3 months ago, but it feels so foreign. It feels like when you go on holiday somewhere else. That's what it feels like, bro. And I'm like, damn, I'm actually like, I think about it like obviously it's the past, right? But it's like, bro, people. There's no real gyms. So I think some jails do have gyms, really good gyms. So some are pretty, but where we're at, it was,
not
you
like
know the
that.
bags?
Yeah.
It was literally bags. We have the bikes, the clean ones,
And a chin-up bar.
and chin up bar and dips.
You must walk past the chin-up bar at the gym every day and go, nah.
Bro, like it's like
Nah, no way.
I fell in love with the bars, bro.
Oh,
like,
for real?
Well, I had to, yeah.
Yeah, of course.
You know, and
but like, wouldn't you be like, fuck, I'm gonna do some bicep curls today, or no, you're still on it?
now,
Yeah.
yeah, I've made it a part of my like, because I created my own like exercises.
Yeah.
You know, so obviously like, and like I like the bars, and I'm like, I think because you're lifting your body weight, and it's like you get stronger doing that. But I think I'm just not stuck. I'm just into that now. So I'll go do my little circuit, do the bars, and then if I want to lift, because I don't want to get. I'm not trying to get big. I want to be strong. Like I want to stay strong and fit and lean and things like that. You know, but yeah, before who uses chin-up bars?
Yeah.
Like who actually?
I genuinely
before?
do.
Oh, no.
I do. Yeah.
No.
I do. I love it.
Like 2 years ago, I was like, what?
Yeah. No, I enjoy them. You get so much variety with it. Like I train a lot of core. I think it's really important to have a strong core.
And cardio.
Yeah, for sure.
I would say cardio and core.
Yeah. So for core, I'll train every second day. And I'll do like 3 sets of a circuit. And a lot of it's like hanging stuff, like leg raises and, you know, I'll use some resistance bands. I'll use some kettlebells. You know, whatever's around. And you have to change it up as well. But then after that, I'll do chin-ups. I'll do pull-ups. I'll do... You know, I like the feeling of having like my spine stretched, like that. Hanging
so when you're
feeling,
hanging,
you know, I like the way that feels.
Do you twist?
Twist. Feels good for my back. I'm sure there's like some kind of decompression in there or something.
Maybe, yeah.
And I do a lot of jiu-jitsu as well. So
I've never done.
Oh, you would love it.
Yeah,
you would love it.
that's sick.
It sucks so much.
Hurt?
Oh yeah.
Intense or?
It depends at the gym. Like,
Cause I've done like pads, bags and things like that.
Yeah, the thing with boxing and striking is it can get a bit monotonous. Like there's like 8 punches you can possibly throw, maybe 10.
Yeah, even less.
You know, there's combinations obviously, and it obviously expands out. And the idea is to do it perfectly, not to do lots of different ones. But with jiu-jitsu, it's more like a game.
Yeah,
it's more like
there's
we're
these
playing
techniques, and then it's like, oh, you're gonna catch me or not?
Yeah, and you start. You know, I'm still very, very early into it, but the thing with jiu-jitsu is it does put a lot of pressure on your spine and on your knees and on your joints.
Yeah, because you wrestle
for sure.
Right.
For sure, and like there are times where if you pull guard, so like if someone's on top of you and you wrap your legs around them and like hook your feet together, that's called a guard. And there's a lot of times when someone's in your guard and they'll stand up, and so all your weight is being put onto your back like that.
Yeah.
And so, you know, I'll do that 3-4 times a week at the grappling lab. Shout out the grappling lab. And I, you know, by the 4th day, I'm like, fuck my back. So I'll just hang. I just
try to decompress. Yeah. Because you feel like you've built up all these.
Yeah.
Man, I think I'm just like, I've been crazy with it lately.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I'm like, I want to sort of keep doing that. If it's crazy, this is my first time ever being on a podcast.
Oh, thanks, man. This is they're just conversations, bro.
Yeah.
They're just conversations. I think people overthink it a bit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I've never. No.
I feel like the game's changed a lot. It's like everyone's going for very high end, well produced, clickbaity. We need a 30-second TikTok to get as many views as possible. Let's talk about dating. How many times are you going to ask your audience what is the weirdest dating advice you've
And you think that's just for them to get the people going?
Get clicks. Yeah. Get clicks. Hey, that's cool, you know, you do your thing. That's chill, dude. I get it. You want the numbers, you want the revenue. Do your thing. It's not for me.
Nah?
No, it's not for me. Not that.
Yeah, that's not what you're...
No, I want to talk to people, man.
Oh, that's cool.
I just want to talk to people.
That's really dope. Yeah.
Yeah.
As long as it's like, I guess you're doing what you want to do, you know?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah. Do you have like... Because for myself, I find that when I've got other interests and hobbies pushing out, it makes my podcasting better because it gives me more reference points to talk about, and it gives me more more experiences to draw on, right? Like for yourself, going to jail was a massive experience for you, and now you can draw on that creatively for your music, right?
It just made me miss things too.
For sure. So do you like do other shit to work on that creative muscle as well? Like are you, I don't know, obviously you're working out, you're rapping,
I'm
eating,
training. At this moment, it's just really been family, training, money.
Just locked in.
I think I'm really locked in.
Right.
But I don't even know it, like that I'm that locked in because I'm just I'm just going for it, you know? And now I'm just getting information, right? For example, like if like I've discovered this information, I'll utilize it and just boom, you know? And it's to the point where I'm in the zone right now. I'm in the zone, you know, and all I want to really do is just learn more and figure things out, how to maneuver too. That's it. But as far as like when it comes to like life and things like that, it's very good right now, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and when it's like that, you don't want it to change.
Nah,
You're just
bro.
like, let's just keep things the way they are.
Yeah, and it's like, how do I better this?
Yeah.
How do I get better at this? Because that's all it is, right? We just here and practicing how to like better ourselves, our lives, you know?
Yeah, for sure. For sure. It's like anything, and it's easy for people to get distracted, right? Like it's really easy to kind of get sucked into like your social cliques and your people, and I'm not 100% sure what you got in for, but did you have to like it would have been hard to separate yourself from that whatever you had going on before, right? What did you get in for? Did you mind saying on the pod, or we can cut it, we can bleep it if you want?
Yeah. A few things, yeah. Just alright. So I had a few other stuff going on, and then like I didn't finish some parole and things like that. Right. Then I got in trouble. Then it's like if it happened to you today or something, and you've never been in trouble, nothing really comes out. You go to court and get it dealt with. But because I had that over, so I had to be in custody for remand for a long period, you know. And then when it got to the end of it, then I got sentenced, and it was like I had this much left. Once I got the sentence, it was like I only had a short amount to do left because I was on remand just waiting. So that's crazy. Imagine just being in jail. You don't know if you're getting out. You don't know when you're getting out, and you're just waiting, and you're going through the process of going to court like that. So
because you just haven't gotten a sentence, like that's it.
Nah, because so there's reminders when you're like, so the police can arrest you, and then you go for bail, they don't give you bail, and you go to court to get bail, you don't get bail. So now you're not guilty, or you're not they haven't found you guilty, so they don't know if you've done,
because you're appealing everything.
Nah, because you know you're not even there. You appeal after your sentence.
Okay.
For example, so now they haven't proven that you're in you've done this, right? But because they think you've done it, and they have a reason why they don't want to give you bail, or you've breached something. So you wait there, you wait in custody while you go through the court process. Mm-hmm. So not like, for example, normal people will go through, will get in trouble. So imagine you drink driving, mm-hmm. and you get caught today, and so you get a court notice, right? So you go to court every 2 months until you deal with it, but obviously you don't get locked up for that. So while you go home, do your normal and then go to court until it's dealt with and you get a fine or whatever. Okay, so same process, but if you get caught drink driving again and then they don't give you bail, then you have to do that. You have to wait in custody while court is going on, and sometimes it takes months.
Right.
The process of that takes months or years, depending on how severe your matters are. So yeah, that's pretty much what.
Right.
Yeah, like for example, so you don't have a criminal record at all, right?
And well, actually I do.
Okay, yeah, but okay, so but you go out, right? You go outside right now, and just grab you steal a lollipop, right?
Yeah, right.
And it goes, and you're waiting for court, mm-hmm. and because you're already on bail.
You've got a history, so they've got stuff to base it off, and then
pretty much. So yeah,
it fucking eats up time and time.
Yeah, and then it's like,
time,
okay, boom. Even though this might not be severe, but it's like, yeah. It's just understanding that. But then I did a lot of reading and just to understand things, how that works, how the process of this works, and I was like, oh, cool. For me, it was a huge learning experience, you know, because everything we go through is it's either I think everything is good once you understand it, you know. All experiences, it's like, all right, the good and bad, okay, and then I usually take the good from things, you know, and like I want to know what's going on.
You said you spent a lot of time reading. What kind of stuff were you reading?
I read The Paradox of Choice.
Oh, interesting.
That's like, it's this book where it talks about like just like your normal like day-to-day stuff, how for you to just, because now it's in this era or whatever, with technology and all these things, he talks about when he used to just go to the store and just buy jeans. He just wanted blue jeans, and I forgot his name and things like that, but I'll
pull it up.
Yeah.
We'll pull
so
up
he explains just how you the more things, that's the mass production of things now is confusing people, right? You know? And it's like, bro, you want to go. He used to go buy just one pair, and then one time he went to the store, and the girl goes, "Oh, we have straights now, and this and all these different types of jeans." So he ended up staying in the store longer and thinking more, where he could have just came and just got it and left. Right. So he explains that. He uses that example.
You see that a lot, man.
Yeah, he explained that in like a whole bunch of things, you know.
Ever been with a chick trying to decide what to watch on Netflix? Bro.
Because now there's so, and it's like he was explaining that that's putting people, like it's giving people so much work, right? And by the time you even watch it, you're probably over it, you know. Yeah. So he's like, just a mass thing of choice. He's like, you have so much to choose from now. Instead of you just want to boom and boom. You know, now you go up there, and now it's in your control now. You know, before you would go to the movies, and it's just this
movies to watch.
Yeah, and you're like, oh, boom, and you know exactly what you want.
Yeah.
Now there's like that and 10 more that's like that.
Yeah.
And then you go sit there, and you're like, oh, and then you're just spending time pretty much.
And now they've got like these complex algorithms that are going to put together a selection that you would most likely, and they're so good at it.
Yeah.
That's the scary part.
See
They're
that?
so good at it. Like,
so now it's like you know what you like.
yeah.
Now they're like, oh, you like this?
Yeah.
Here's 1,000 more, and then now yeah. So
Because the game is just keep you there for as long as possible. That's all they want to do. And I've noticed it so much when like I go and on someone else's Instagram feed,
and it's nothing like yours,
and you're just like, ew, what the fuck is this? Like, it's funny how you get accustomed to it.
We could be in the same building and completely different. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like
We can be in the same building, different worlds.
That's crazy.
That's nuts.
Yeah. But no, I read.
But you need it.
Uh-huh.
You need it. And like as an artist, you need it. Like as an artist, you need to get recognized by the algorithm, and it needs to promote you to
like similar stuff.
Well, yeah, because at the end of the day, like you want to grow your music, you want to work with different artists, you want to tour around the world, you want to do all these things, right? And the only way you really get that is getting more people to fuck with your shit. How many artists have come out of TikTok now?
Yeah.
It's nuts.
You see, the thing with that is like, I wonder if it's like once you get to tomorrow, it's like the biggest thing, right? So now it's like, are you even prepared?
Yeah.
You know, like how do you map it out fully? So you're like,
Yeah,
okay.
like what if you're just a one-hit wonder?
Because
There's a couple of those.
Oh yeah, where it's just like, oh yeah, today and then tomorrow
Everyone forgets. That's why I think what you've done and what you've created is so impressive, because, you know, whenever I get recommended artists to have on, the first thing I want to do is just listen to their music. Like if I can fuck with your music and I can listen to it and enjoy it, then it's like, okay, then yeah, I can have a conversation with you. And I was surprised by the amount of music that you'd put out and the amount of quality music that you'd put out. Like there's a catalog, there's a brand, there's a name behind what you're doing. And so it's like, if you do blow up tomorrow, if you do become like, you know, the next TikTok song for the 3 months, it's like there's other shit for people to go to.
I remember this. It was like it's like when that stage of like where it's like whoa, crazy, right? Like everything else, the foundation will just trickled back down. Yeah. And I know that now, and I'm like, okay, so I'm always building, you know, and as you build, you know, you just keep getting better, you know, and it's like when that stage comes, it's like everything else will just.
Do you have like a goal, a venue, an artist that you want to collaborate with, or a venue that you want to perform in live? Like what's your magnus opus?
Bro. I reckon the coolest venue would be like Kudos.
Yeah.
You know?
That would be sick.
Like just like having that like lit it up, bro. You know, like just I can see it, you know?
I was there last week.
Yeah, how was that?
Yeah, I went to the Horden, it's right next to Kudos. Or is that Allianz? I don't know now.
One of those.
Yeah. I'm gonna double check that one. No, I was like, sorry, I'm wrong. I was at Kudos to watch Dave Chappelle.
Oh, recently?
Yeah.
How was that?
Oh, bro, it's Dave fucking
Funny,
Chappelle, bro. It's Dave Chappelle.
Yeah.
He's the best. He's a magician. It doesn't make sense. The things he could get away with saying, and then to be in an arena of that size and that magnitude is... And everyone's laughing, everyone's having a good time.
Yeah, yeah.
Everyone's guard is down.
It's not that deep, yeah.
It's not that deep.
Yeah.
You know, everyone's gonna get made fun of. Everyone's gonna make fun of.
Like
don't worry, he'll get to you.
Everyone's a target.
Yeah. But like there's storytelling and there's purpose and there's meaning behind it, but he just does it in a way to make it funny. But I recently watched Masego over at it's just on the tip of my tongue. One of the small arenas here in Sydney.
Yeah.
I'm near Entertainment Quarter and Horden Pavilion. There it is. And he's a very interesting artist because he's very musically talented. So he plays instruments throughout the entire night while he's singing as well.
Yeah.
So like he's got a drum pad there and he's putting beats together.
Oh, okay.
And then he'll go from that to playing the saxophone to then the piano to the guitar, and the whole time he's singing, and he's like just got this awesome vibe. And I couldn't help but think that, you know, watching this live and seeing this performance, it really was like a drug. Like it really was, there's this shared experience. Everyone's having it at the same time. Everyone's getting like this dopamine and this serotonin cocktail in their brain, and we're all having the best time ever. And it's amazing how music can do that to you.
Yeah.
It's there's nothing else like it.
Recent times I was talking to my friend. He was like as an artist, right? You don't, like, I will never get, oh man, who knows, but like I'll never be able to watch myself. Like,
yeah.
From your, like me performing, or from someone else's perspective, or from how you would see it.
Yeah.
Like watch it like, oh boom, okay. Like get to experience the show or even the videos, you know, and I was like, damn, I wonder what that's like, you know?
I think that's what everyone like wants to understand, is how do other people see and feel when they're interacting with them or watching them or seeing them.
Yeah,
it's like,
but you will never know.
But wouldn't you love to? Like
yeah,
as an
like,
artist, because that would be such
like
an
the
advantage.
mirror is obviously like cool,
yeah, but it's not
not the same thing.
It's not the same.
It's not like to be able to like, watch. I'd be like, oh damn.
Yeah,
you know, that would be cool.
Yeah. Who do you think? So Kudos Bank Arena. What's that, like 40,000?
Something like that.
Yeah, probably 40 to 50,000.
I'd be like, do that. I want to do like
feature. Who would be your top feature?
Because I've worked with a lot of people I wanted to work with.
Who have you worked with
in recent times? I'm like Manu. I put him on like
Manu Crooks.
So he's on a few songs and things like that. I worked with.
That's a pretty big feature, man.
Yeah, he's pretty good, man. I'm trying to.
How did that opportunity come about?
Just studio. We're in the studio, you know, people. Because we're working on some
here in Australia.
Yeah,
yeah.
We're working on some a project last year.
Right.
It was like a collective with Manu, B-Wise, Kwame, Bless, and yeah, we had this going on, and at the same time, I was creating, and like I just, because when it's flowing, it flows, and he was in the room, walked in, he's like, oh yeah, he likes it, and then just, it was done. It was literally just, yep, sat down, mic, done, and yeah. But I've pretty much worked with like how you ask me now. If it was before, I've worked with everyone up to date that I wanted to work with. So you're
pretty content
right now, yeah. But I got to think about. That's a question for me to think.
That's
about.
a good problem
like,
to have.
Yeah, I'm like,
who do I want to work with?
Who do I want to work with? Who do I want to work towards working with, and sort of get into that goal? That would be a really cool goal.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What's it like?
Well, at this moment, I don't want to just say this. I want to work with this person just to say it.
Yeah, just to come up with an answer. I like that. It's very honest and genuine. What's it like being in studio with someone of the stature and of the catalogue of Manu? You know, like Is it? Do you notice differences in his approach? Do you feel like there's for sure there would have been lessons in there.
Just like just how free flow it is, where it's not you can't force the vibe,
right?
You know, and it's like sometimes you just gotta just go with the flow, because I created the energy around the song, and to be able to just come through, sit there and just flow with it, and then just move, sort of thing. I was like, oh,
right. So the less pressure you put on it,
yeah, and not overthinking.
Yeah,
and then you just let things flow. let things flow. Like just come through, do your thing, and just keep flowing, just move.
Yeah, I mean that's the beauty of artistry, man. There's no one way of doing it.
Yeah.
There's no one way of doing it.
Yeah.
So what's next?
Because I released Dangerous. Now it's like I'm working on this song called Throw It Up, where it's like a bit more up energy, bounce, you know. Because I feel like I've done the venting, but I want to have fun. Like I want to have bounce as well. So that's pretty much like where I'm gonna go with it. I'm gonna release another one. Yeah, and pretty much just map it out. You know.
Do you take it song by song?
At this moment, yeah.
Yeah.
At this moment, yeah. Towards like working on my first project, and because I'm gonna release like sometime next year. I'll release an EP. Yeah, because going through all the stuff I sort of went through this year, and learning to find myself and things like that. All these things I came up with like it's like it just came fell into my lap, the album name and EP name and things like that. You know? But I'll probably like another time when I'll release more info.
Yeah, for sure, dude.
Yeah.
For sure. I think firstly, you know, for people listening or watching, it's like there's just so much good content already of yours that it's like if they haven't discovered you already, they're missing out.
Yeah,
that's really what it is.
I appreciate that, man. Yeah,
but also it's like there's that. There has to be like a golden window in between releases, right? Because you don't want to release too close together songs where it's like one steps on the other. Exactly.
Yeah, but
you don't want to leave it too far apart either.
And I don't know if you can ever find the perfect timing with it. You know, like you just learn as you go. Because it's like this is pretty much my first release. You know, like in a really long time. But I've always obviously made music.
Yeah.
But it's like this is my first release, so I'm hungry. I'm in a very hungry space. Like I'm happy, but I'm very hungry.
Yeah.
You know, and I just want to keep things rolling. If it's going good, why not keep going?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Staying disciplined, staying focused on.
Yeah, staying focused, bro. Because then it's like you do something you do well, and then you're like, yep, that's it. But really, it's not. It's like it's just a start. You know, and it's like how do you stay balanced and just keep sort of working. You know, keep working and just keep moving.
Yeah.
Do you think there's like an end goal?
Just for myself?
Yeah, just in
I think there's two things going on. There's people living with goals and there's people living with missions. I think there's a big difference between the two. Your goal might be 100k cash in the bank, you know, nice car.
I get you, yeah.
That's a good goal to have.
Yeah.
But you don't really care how you get there.
Yeah.
You know, for most people, it's like, I'll try accounting because that makes good money, or I'll do this or do that, or jump jobs between here, just as long as I get the 100k in the car. I'm sorry.
Oh, okay, yeah, it's like, yeah, I get you. The goal. That's a goal.
That's a goal. And I think a lot of people live like that. I don't live like that. I don't live like that. I live with a mission, man. I've got a purpose. I've got a reason.
Right.
I'm trying to do something. I'm trying to be great. I'm trying to lift people up. I'm trying to promote, you know, artists and fighters and speakers. I'm trying to challenge myself to speak to different people in so many different spheres, and then show other people it's like, yeah, you can do it. Like,
right.
You can do it.
Right. You always can.
And it's like, so if I'm chasing that, then that doesn't end.
Exactly.
You never finish that. What's finished?
Yeah. You just get better at it.
For sure.
Just get better at it.
Yeah.
But you like, because I've never really been in this position exactly like this. But it's like, do you feel like you're moving in the right direction?
Yeah. Yeah.
I think that's all that matters.
Yeah. The reason I say that so confidently is because I feel better about what I'm doing.
Right.
I feel better about what I'm doing. I'm glad that I posted that video, or I asked those questions, or I spoke to those people. It's like I got something out of it. Yeah. Cool. And then, you know, on the other hand, it's like I hope I can help people as well.
Right.
Yeah.
That's dope.
Yeah, that's fire.
I like that.
Yes. Anything else you want to touch on, bro? I wanted to ask you about music videos, actually. Are you pressed on time, or are you chilling?
We're still good for like 5 more minutes, yeah.
Oh, yeah. Talk to me about music videos. How do you go about them? Because you got some quality out there.
Bro, like it just, I don't know. It's just normal for me.
This is normal, bro. Come on.
Yeah, for me,
Come on,
legit, bro.
He's so nonchalant about it. I watch his fucking his like Instagram shorts and the highlights of your videos. I'm like, dude, this is like really well produced.
Yeah.
This is like,
because you see, for me, I'm like, damn. Because I always feel like I could do better, bro.
Yeah.
You get me?
Yeah.
So that's what I was saying. Imagine how can I see it from like someone else's perspective, or from from the audience. So for me, when I'm watching stuff, I'm like, damn, because I'm so like, I'm trying to perfect it.
Yeah.
And I'm like, man, this could be better. Da, da, da. And sometimes like, bro, it's already good. And I'm like, damn, I could tweak. So I can always tweak them, you know. But with videos, it's usually like the last one. I was like, I sat there and I was like, okay, this is what I want to. This is how I want it to look. You know, and you meet good people who are good at what they do. Like, for example, you're good at podcasts, right?
oh, thank you.
Yeah, so it's like just coming in, because I'm super comfortable. So, and it's just flowing, like, because you're in that good space. And you, like with videos, you meet a good videographer who knows what they're doing, and you tell him, oh, this, what do you think? And then they'll piece it together, have their ideas, you bring your ideas, and you just put it together, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But when you are writing or when you're recording, do you start imagining like how a video like this would look? Because like you get a feel for the song, right? Like, so are you playing with those ideas, or you're
now? Yeah, sometimes you're making a song and you can see the video. But some songs, it's like you record it and someone else will direct it, so they will listen to it, like,
right,
I think, you know, and they'll piece it together for you, sort of thing, you know, because that's a whole nother field.
That's a whole nother game.
Yeah, that's another person.
That's
like,
why I've
being
got
creative.
Yeah, that's why I've got so much love for Aztec, man.
Yeah, because he's super like music, videos, photos, you know, production.
Bro.
Yeah, but I think when you make music, you understand it. Right. So production is easy, writing music is easy, singing and things like that. That's cool. But then
it would be like that, because as you're producing the music and you're going, okay, I'm going to leave a space here for a freestyle, or like, you know, just like an acapella or whatever, you know. If you know where that space is, when you go to write yourself, you're kind of like, oh, like I've got 8 bars here, I can embody it. Yeah. And then you write some shit, you're like, nah, that could be better, that could be better, that could be better. And then he's going and doing that, and then he's going and putting them into like a visual format as well, and his videos go hard. Yeah, they go so hard. Is it Serpico? Is that how you say it? The one where they're in like a war scene and it's all black and white.
I think so. Yeah,
bro. I watched that like 4 times.
That's sick. Yeah, it's sick. Are
you guys gonna do some music together?
Yeah, I've done a verse for him already. Yeah, like when I first like just met up with him, you know, because over time I think he was reaching out and it didn't happen straight away. But then once we linked up, I was like, yeah, bro. I'm like, this guy's cool. He's super cool, and I just boom, verse done, and might shoot something to it too, bro. You know, just but he's super creative. Good to have people like that around, you know?
For sure.
Yeah.
For sure. Do you think there's a good culture around like collaboration and
Right now, I'm gonna take it to the next level and just start working with people like EDM, like just.
Okay, so you're prepared to jump around genres and stuff as well.
Right now I want to create.
Right.
Like I'm gonna free spirit and just create music, link with other people, different artists, see different things, because I just want to be free of what I'm doing.
Well, he wants to be as free as he would be in space, right?
Yeah.
That's the whole thing. That's the whole thing. Listen, man, I really appreciate your time. I really appreciate you coming on.
Yeah.
Any kind of last notes you want to be left on? Any sound bites you need?
Yeah, thank you for having me on. And just look out for good music. I appreciate it.
Anytime, man. Anytime. Guys,
what's the name of your podcast? The best. What is it? The best?
You guys have watched another episode of Luca's podcast, the number one podcast in the world. The
number one. You hear that? The number one podcast in the world. Remember that. Remember that.
Oh, that's going to be a mad intro clip. Appreciate you, man. Thank you. Guys, if you haven't already, subscribe. Check out Spacely's music, his Instagram. You know where to find it. Description down below. We'll see you next time.
Thank you. Peace. Oh.